Welcome back to another special edition of HNL Tonight Show with the hockey coach, Goalie Coach Frenchy on the Sunday night, November 20, 2022. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We have a lot of great things to talk about tonight, guys. The Montreal Canadiens, we're going to talk about, of course, we're going to talk about it's fun news around the league, some injuries, and then at the end of the day, I'm going to talk about the NHL Draft 2023. Yes, we're going to get there. I'm going to have a couple of good questions about this. It'll be really interesting show tonight. I'm excited because I think I have a lot of great contents, and we'll see how this turn around. Of course, at the end of the show, we're going to do the Frenchy quiz tonight. We try to go about 90 minutes the show tonight maximum, and only 2 games tonight. And the Blue Jackets, the Columbus Blue Jackets, the team, I'm going to talk about them at the end during the show, beat tonight the Florida Panthers. If you're a Montreal Canadiens fans, you said, I like it. The Panthers are now 9-8-2, I believe. Yeah, they are 9-8-2. And the Montreal Canadiens, remember, they have the first round pick of the Panthers, and then the Pittsburgh hanging there right now 3-2 against the Chicago Blackhawks at the end of the second period with another power play. But again, Florida over 40 shot over the Blue Jacket. But again, Tarasov was amazing between the pipe for the Blue Jacket. We know Montreal play against them Wednesday night. But first of all, we're going to welcome everybody. Thanks to be a part of the show tonight at the Hockey Nation live show. And I'm going to welcome, first of all, I'm going to see if we have the hands. Where is my hands? High five, everybody. Here we go. We have the hands. Welcome, Mr. William Snyder, directly for downtown Denver, Colorado. Welcome back, William. Great. What about our friend, King of Gamer, another great man in the house? Thanks so much, Mr. King. And of course, guys, we're going to answer your question. If you want, if you can put the letter Q and for the question, I will go through. This is your show tonight. This is all about you. Open up. We'll open the door. Let's have a party inside the living room at the Hockey Nation Live show. And of course, all the drink are under Danny. Danny will pay for everybody. So it's an open bar tonight. We have a tuna. We have shrimp from Mandara. From Mandarin, we have the leftover over there. And we got all the tuna from Yamo. So we have a lot of great thing happening. RG brings some peanuts, popcorn, and listen, we have some chicken wings coming from Hooters about 30-35 minutes. Roger's going to pick it up them, and we have a party tonight at the Hockey Nation Live show. So welcome back. Talking about RG Calabro is in the house. RG, welcome back. All the update, RG, thanks so much already. What about our friend Roger Delaney? Roger, hopefully an amazing, great weekend. Roger, glad to having you aboard. Stay tuned, Roger. We have a lot of great conversation. And then, if I don't know if you missed the show this morning, but we did the app branch, your Sunday rendezvous, every Sunday morning, 11 o'clock again, Eastern time, guys. We talked about the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, this morning we got Inor Tap as a special guest. Next week, we have Nick Larivière, followed by Karen Haynes. So that's where you get for the upcoming boat week. And next Sunday, guys, is a report card. We have to go back to the school. And now all the players did 20 games for the Montreal Canadiens. They got the first report card of the Hockey Nation Live show. And the app branch is going to give them a report card for each player. So the show next will be a little bit different because we want to report each players with the letter A for the best performance to D at the end. So we're going to, I don't miss that show. It'll be great. And then Thursday night, usually we do the roundtable the Wednesday night, but Thursday night, because it's Thanksgiving and USA, we have a special show. What are you talking about? But this is the second edition of the Turkey Awards Hockey Nation Live show. Are going to be live at 9 o'clock p.m. We're going to have a couple of panelists come in, and then you can vote. We're going to give you a process to vote for that special evening. We're going to reward one players for the Turkey awards and one team of the Turkey. We know last season the New York Calendars, Jeff Petrie was the first winner of the Turkey Hockey Nation Live show. So I can wait, and I hope you're going to join us. And we wish everybody happy Thanksgiving weekends if you are in USA, and hopefully you're going to celebrate and have a great time. Again, be safe, be careful if you drive, and be caution if you drink, by the way. What about our friend from Tokyo, Mr. Rudolph, back in the house. Mr. Rudolph, thanks to be with us. And glad to have Mr. Rudolph with our Canadian Live show. And glad to be with Good Vibes. From Laval des Rapides, de retour avec nous ce soir pour une autre occasion. On lui souhaite une très belle, j'espère qu'il y a une très belle semaine pour toi qui s'en vient. Mr. 13 is in the house tonight. Welcome back. Our friend Nick from Chicago Bear Fan 97. Welcome back, Mr. Nick. Hopefully, have an amazing, great day. I know the Bear played today, and now it was a great evening, guys. The Chicago retired the jersey number 81, Mr. Marian Osa. Really, it was great to see a lot of players on the. It's always fun to see a rafter jersey go up. Whatever is the team, and what a great career Marian Oza has in NHL, have in NHL. So yeah, that's happening. Panther out of the plat spot. King of Gamers said, "You're absolutely right so far again." Cheer on the chat. Don't forget, guys, click on the like. That'd be awesome. Tomorrow, 10 game on the program. Tomorrow, 2 only Tuesday and 15 Wednesday. And 0 Thursday, and then Friday we are back. A lot of game afternoon, so want to figure out something for the warm-up show, guys. Don't forget tomorrow night 6 o'clock with our friend Inor Tap. 6 o'clock p.m. is going to be with us tomorrow night. So thanks so much everybody to be a part there. First question tonight: Bobrovsky has been played like a third-string goalie lately. Do you think Spencer Knight will take over as a starter for Florida after today's performance? I don't think so. Now, what Paul Maurice is going to do is going to put back Spencer Knight. I know Spencer Knight won the last game. First of all, it was a back-to-back. They would be maybe a bit more split their time. But again, when you have a contract at $10 million, you cannot go put him as a goaltender number 2. He's going to have some kind of the conversation, Paul Maurice in front of the mic or the public, and the camera will say, "Oh, now we're going to consider who is the hot goalies right now." That will be a conversation go around. You never going to mention like Spencer Knight number 1, but if Spencer Knight next, but again, it's a back-to-back game. Florida travel all the way to Columbus, and Florida guys. We said at the beginning of the season they are a good team, but they are not like he was last year. Whatever you bring on they are not. They're missing too many scorers, and plus Anthony Sclair is not there yet. It hurt. It's not Colin White, Nick Cousin, Balcher, and the defense is not great. Whatever Montour have a great season so far. Ekblad now come back. Forcing is good. The rest is kudos, and then the rest is not great. So they miss a couple. The depth is not amazing. It's a team right now, shaky team. It's not like a top 10 in NHL. I didn't see them as a top 10. So they're going to fight for the spot number 4. Detroit hanging there. And would be interesting how they're going to react after that. Mr. L. Anson is in the house. Welcome back, L. Mr. L gave some comments sometime on my app Daily News. Thanks so much, Mr. L, to do that. RJ, 4 days Thanksgiving. Yeah, I'm sorry, RJ. William, do you think the Avalanche would be a good trade partner for the app with maybe an area they weak on the defense and us need a second light center? First of all, William, great question about that. I'm not sure the Colorado Avalanche are going to make a trade until the trade deadline. Why? Because they are a good spot. They are second in the Central Division. They are now 10-5-2. The hockey and the way they play the last 2 weeks, right? They're looking good. They play better, and they finally got a couple of players back in the lineup. Still not everybody, but until they don't have a lot of damage, they will continue. I believe on the deadline, they were going to figure out another player center. Here's the three possibility. Bo Horvat, Jonathan Toews are my two first pick for the Colorado Avalanche. Now, the Vancouver is going to tank. Can they sign Horvat or not? I'm not sure. The two I'm talking about, they are UF3 next season. Then the Montreal Canadiens have two center. Christian Dvorak and Sean Monahan. Monahan could be a great spot for them. He become a UFA at the end of the year, and he could be now with Dvorak. They have to carry on him for $4.5 million for an extra year after that. So it'll be something they have to be a little bit careful about this. What the Montreal can get in return, but unfortunately, a first round pick possibility they were looking for, a prospect. The defense for the prospect for Colorado is not like they are in the past, right? They trade a couple of players, a prospect, and I think they will be limited about what they have, and there are not many pick anymore. So they are okay, but not great. What kind of defenseman they can send to Montreal? They're not going to trade the top 4 or 5 over there, and they're not going to leave a go Girard or Manson or Biram. No, so it's Colorado is not like he was in business like last year to negotiate and to make a lot of big trade. They would try to get someone at low cost, whatever they're helping the situation center. But I think they will look for a veterans a little bit more to fill up with experience in the playoff to fill up that second line. And again, they can, or I would say to you, they can maybe get a winger around the league and they put Lestagog, example, as a center number 2 over there. So that'd be another possibility. And, I don't have any name right now, but imagine like a Tarasenko. I just mentioned that Tarasenko is UF3 next season. Any other UF3 right now as a winger, you can add a Colorado, play with Ratanen and McKinnon. Now you have Lestagog with Nikoshin. Then you got that big guy I just mentioned as a winger. And then you have Likonen, Coffer, Newhook as a center, third line over there. That team is getting stronger and stronger. So that will be my only way I can answer back to you, William, for what I know. I don't want that. Mr. Enarta back in the house. Welcome aboard. Rudolph is back. Run with Kings. All the moderators are in the house tonight. I love absolutely right. Chicago about Marianne. Will App sign a trouble with the left defenseman again? Yes. They will sign him for sure. Now, I will tell you why. Because it's an asset to trade at some point, L. So there's a great point here you talk about, because nobody talk about Jaden Strobel since the beginning of the season. He's a part of the big part of the defenseman for the Northeastern over there. He's been playing with Jordan Harris for many years, and the same thing. Ken Hughes know him very well. Play with his son. So it's great to bring that name. I really want to try to sign everybody they can to have another asset they can trade. At some point, Montreal Canadiens, they have to trade a left defenseman. They can pick up, example, Jordan Harris with Jan Mizak, or I just gave you a name right now, and make a bigger trade for opponent to get something better in return. So it will be something you have to follow for sure. But you have great point about, but I think they will really, really, really get him signed for them. Zenit Gaming, it's funny, Zenit, first of all, Zenit, welcome back. with Zela, and Caroline. Welcome, both of you. I was thinking about you today because I didn't see Zinette for the last couple of Montreal Canadiens. Hopefully, you're doing well over there, by the way. Vinny James 007 from Ottawa is in the house. Welcome aboard. Where'd you go? And then Big House. Thanks and a tap. Come here. I'm trying my best. You're welcome. About this, don't forget, guys, to come to likes. Good evening, Mr. Nicolas de Gobi Bono. Welcome back, Nick. Weather. What percent do you give Florida to make the playoff? I would go to 60% of the 70 of the 100. Why? Because I think only team can make it is Detroit at the end of the day, and to put Florida out, but 70% will be the key about that one for them, for that team. Great question about this. Alan Barnes is in the house. And Ashburn Canucks the Laval Rocket tomorrow. American Hockey League. Thank you so much to let us know. Never vote again. A quiz wizard. I vote for an attack. It will, but Marco make it close. Here we go. Question for 2020 back in the house. What do you think of Kovacevic, coach? I love his contract. Yes, if you know the story about Kovacevic, was drafted by the Winnipeg Jet, and during the summer after his ELC was out, they signed him a 3 year contract at $775K for with the Jet. He got on the waiver. Montreal pick him up, claim him, and since he played with Jordan Harris on the second pairing, he'd have a very good job with the Montreal Canadiens, and the salary he has right now would be good. At short term, he fit very well. He's a right defenseman. He's a big body, 6'4", and he does a good job with the Montreal. At long term, I don't see him with the Montreal Canadiens, but he reminds me a little bit like Brett Kolak in the past for the Montreal Canadiens. He's a guy that players like, he can be good in NHL as the third pairing. If he can play a little bit better as a physicality, it reminds me of Lipushkin for the Toronto Maple Leafs last year, now play with the Buffalo Sabres. I think he should use a bit more his body. But the kids of the 18 game he played with Montreal, maybe 16 of them, have a great season so far. Great point, Tony, about him. And again, you need those kind of the players at the bottom. He can become the defenseman number 7 or 8 for Montreal when they're going to let it go Whiteman. And those kind of players, he's only 25 years old. He's still young. I know he's a bit older, but he's still young to learning to become a great defenseman in NHL as the third pairing. I wish he had that kind of meatness like Kudas for the Florida Panthers. Because otherwise he's pretty good. He's not flashy players, but he does a lot of little details around the game for the Montreal Canadiens somehow. So it's a great pickup and return, Tony. Great comments about this. Mr. Christian Shaw is in the house. This team is so fun to watch, Christian Shaw. Thanks so much. I agree with you. What is the last news on development of Riley Kidney? Kidney is up and down. What you talk about up and down is consistency if you follow it, because I follow them every week in our tap. And Kidney right now is he will produce good weeks. Like 2 weeks ago, he got 7 points and 2-3 games, and then he will stop at 2-3 points. He's still hanging out right now, guys. He's still at 34 point guy at 21 game so far. He's going to be on the Team Canada. Try to make the team, and then he's looking right now to make in the second season a 100 point and the QM. They're not performing at the training camp or the rookie camp with Montreal Canadiens. He struggled a little bit. He's not like a big guy. I think he's 5'10". He's 6 foot now. But again, it's a one we have a good hands. It's another bubble player that we call it. Like Joshua Roy, I believe, is another bubble player in the organization prospect Montreal. Like Jan Mizak. They're all there. All the three I just mentioned could become, with the right development, to become a bottom 6. Sean Farrell is another one. Farrell a bit better, smarter players, but still. Another prospect Montreal could have a long term, become a regular player in NHL for the Montreal, but right now, it's okay, but he need to get a little bit stronger, play a bit more physical if you want to make the NHL long term. Would you keep Dvorak Omanen as the third center? This is a great question, Gamer Gamer. The friend I would say to you, how much money you get to Manen? If Manen is looking for $5 million, that's not properly the right amount of money you can get as the third line. You have already Gallagher at 6.5, 6.2, and then you have already Anderson at $5 million, 5.5. That's line get now $60 million. They are paid like almost like a best second line in the NHL. That's not a good way to do that. They were at 4.5. Right now, he fit the second line when you need him. So it's all depends what is the number center. You will have to have a third center at less at $3 million. If you can handle that kind of money on your salary cap, that would be the great move for the Montreal Canadiens. Again, if they can do this, both of them are almost the same way. Just Dvorak is a little bit better on face-off, a little bit better on the two ways, a little bit more physical. Manen a little bit more smarter, a little bit more hands, and he can pass the puck, distribute the puck a little bit better. All depends the salary I would be said to you, King of Gamer. But again, if you want to get an asset at the trade deadline, Manen is going to bring you a bit more at Dvorak. If you want trade at the trade deadline, you can trade him at the trade deadline. If you want him back, you can get it for the Montreal Canadiens. The center as the Montreal Canadiens until Kirby Dach play winger, it's not too much. You don't have a lot of center. Now, Dach could become a center number 2, but now he got 3 point. He's about $3.4 million. At Dvorak at 4.5. You can absorb, you can afford that direction for the next year. But again, who knows really what Montreal is going to do as a center. So it'll be interesting about this. Dvorak is a perfect at 3 center any team game. A good point here. Tony, I hope Manen can stay cheap for 300 discount cent. We resonate him. Here's the problem, Tony, you're going to get if you go that direction. If you get Suzuki 8 years, Dvorak 3 years, Manen for 3-4 years, Jake Evans is over there. What do you do with Owen Beck, example? What do you do if Montreal pick Leon Carlson or Adam Fantilli or a big center next season? You're going to be jammed the center position over there. I think for me, it will be a little bit careful if, and I don't think so Manen is going to accept to stay under $3 million in NHL. I think Manen could get some $0.4 million. If he already like 10 point 18 game, that's getting him about 40, 50 points. I think he can get a salary like, at $4.5 million. And then remember, guys, Jordan Staal, I think Manen can become the next Jordan Staal in NHL for any team. Again, we'll be interesting how he's going to take this decision for the Montreal Canadiens. Great point, Nick, by the way. C'est celui qui n'a pas talent. Donc, we'll go over there. Question for Ronald King. Ab look like they are having fun again scoring. What do you need to fix on the defensive side to start helping the goalie out? It's about mistake. Again, it's just about mistake, mental mistake, turnover, give away puck, zone coverage. And to helping your defensemen, I would say to you, they are last position in the bottom. They was there Friday night after you have a shot on the net, a rebound, all right? But they are the last team to get the rebound back retrieval puck. It's called retrieval puck in front of the net, right? And the high danger scoring chance for are at the bottom in NHL. So when you try to do this, is to be sure you collapse more in front of the net. You don't give that chance to other team to get that possibility to score. If you want to helping your goaltender. If not, you're going to struggle, obviously, if you don't apply those kind of modifications. Great question about this. Do you believe a Doc Fischer is the first line winger with CAUFIELD or the second line center? Honestly, I don't have that answer. Come on, coach, you should give me an answer. It's not. It would not be right to say that. He play about like 10 games as a winger with them, with that one over there. If they can wait until 40 game, 50 game, that's where you're going to realize a bit better. Other movement inside the Montreal Canadiens going to adjust what Doc can do next year. I believe the goal of Montreal Canadiens is to get Suzuki CAUFIELD together and to get after that Sapkowski with the next center beside him. That would be their goals because now you still got now you get to find two winger at the top six. It's not easy, but it's easier to get a winger at compared to the center. So they could left Doc on the first line and figure out another center like Owen Beck or another NHL draft pick they can get overall. Great question, by the way. Mr. N. Rabinov is back in the house. For what we heard, for the thing like that, you have to think about $9 million for Cole Caulfield. It all depends. His agent, what I'm not sure to read him very well yet. He can go a long term or he can go a short term. Like Austin Matthews go to 4 or 5 years per. I would not be surprised Austin Matthews guy, his next contract, he go again for another 4 or 5 years. Sometime like if you think about that, I give you $8 million and 9 million, 8 years, 9 million is $72 million. You go for 4 years and you get $9 million, example, $36 million. So it's half. The number is like, oh, I can pass the rest of my life at $36 million. Some players, some agent will go that direction. Other agent, they have the same offer, they go a long term because they know after that $72 million. That's over after that, so they can deal with this. But I don't see Montreal sign him under $8 million. And the way he's going to go talk about him the next couple of minutes. I'm just finished with the question I have with me, and then expect about 9 and 8 for Cole Caulfield. Is going to be really well done for the Montreal at long term if they go that direction. Rabinov is a great question. 9 million, 8 years for Caulfield. Well, all agree. Great point about this. That's exactly, I did not read your point about this. If you remember, Coach, even Phil in the first line in the playoff, it looked good, could be moved up on wing. At some point, I will say to you, Tony, it's funny because I have a lot of subjects to talk about the next couple of minutes, but they have a lot. And I said that in our top, a lot of people said to me, oh, but he has talk about Pitlick. Yeah, but you cannot put him on the waiver. You cannot lose him. Pitlick does this, something like that. I'm not saying in our top, I said Pitlick was a great player. But my point is that you have a lot of Pitlick in the NHL. They have a lot of players like Jake Evans in the NHL. If you put Jake Evans as a winger, top 9, you just remove possibly a good winger, a Sean Farrell, a Joshua Roy, or an Emil Henneman versus Jake Evans. Jake Evans guy has 0 goal this year. He win face-off, but Christian Dvorak win face-off. So you have to select what kind of role they do. And if he consider to do only this, he's going to PK, but you can have other players. So it's easy to have another Jake Evans in NHL. So for me, I'm not sold on Jake Evans at the end of the day. Yeah, he does a good job, bottom 6, you need that. But again, tonight I was watching Chicago. Right now, Chicago is on the ice. They use Colin Blackwell. He's another bottom 6 for the Chicago Blackhawks. We know Blackwell got he got on the waiver or he got traded to Toronto at the end of the year at the trade deadline with Toronto. But when you go to face-off, guys, is it a guy like Colin Blackwell at 5'8", 5'9", with speed is going to make its fence in the playoff? No. You need big body. That brings me back to Josh Anderson. I'm going to talk about him the next minute. So, Jake Evans, at long term, does not fit with Montreal Canadiens because Montreal have too many good players. And it is what it is. That's not easy to keep your job in the NHL. And if you want to stay, you need to produce more. Luciano, welcome back in the house. Zeph Lacab is in the house too. And mine are not part of the future. I'll be curious, Zeph. I don't know what is the future for you. The future for me is next season, next 2 years. If you don't have Dvorak and Monahan, who's going to be your center next year? Harvey Pinard? Jake Evans? If you don't keep them, who is your center next season? Is that Kirby Doc? Center number 2 for Montreal next season with Jake Evans? Are you okay with that? Do you think that would progress the team better next season, or you keep another guy like Monahan or Dvorak for next season? So I don't know. And the future for you, is it like in next 4 or 5 years? Now that's another subject, right? But I think at short term, you need those one of the two. You cannot let them go all the way in the next 2 years. If not, you're going to regress and not progress. Not said they make the team is going to make the team better. It's just to keep the team move forward and teaching the youngest player to stay around. So I'll be curious about Zeph, what I just said, what it will be your answer about this. Mr. Peter August is in the house. Welcome aboard. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Live Show. I'm still a Sabre since 1991. Real Deal is in the house. Claude Richard, welcome back in the house. Thanks so much. And Rabinov talk about C contract. Yeah, absolutely right about this. Good post. Thanks so much, Zeph. What team do you see thinking this season beside the Denver Broncos? I don't know if you talk about football. I have no clue about football. So the future is a 2-3 years. Coach, I see Beck coming and Beck coming in year 1 or 2. 2. And the future is a 2-3 years. Yeah, so now you gave Dvorak 2 years. That makes sense to me now about that long term. I would be agree with you about Evans and the coach, Doug House. No, again, it's okay about Jake Evans. He does what he can right now. But I think on long term, like Zev said, I don't see Jake Evans to be a part of the Montreal Canadiens last a long term. The first line is Suzuki, CAUFIELD, Sakowski. Second line, Doc. Second line, Doc. Third line, Dvorak, Gallagher, Anderson, Evans, Peseta. That's not give you a lot of good spot over there, King. If you feel like Peseta is a part of the team, again, that's not a problem you get. I understand. Like people they always said to me, "Oh, you don't like Harbor." But it's not because I don't like Harbor. It's just like I feel like, okay, wait a minute here. How's the best thing for the players right there? If you think right now, Peseta is your best players to be on the 4 line on your organization, but you don't have a good team. Because Michael Peseta is not going to play in NHL. He's not going to play for 31 of the 30 team in NHL. And that's how you want to build your 4 line, right? So for me, I would be disagree, King, about that one there. They tried Dvorak, Gallagher, Anderson. If you go underlying, King, they are one of the worst line in NHL as a goal against. So Anderson does not fit with Dvorak. Anderson, for the first time, he find a line right now with Dadonov and Monahan. For the first time, instead with Montreal. And that's a problem with that. I will keep both Monahan and Dvorak for this year and next. Though depends the money you give to Monahan. I think Monahan is going to leave a little bit more a longer contract. He's 28 years old. Going to turn 29 October 12 next season. So you talk about 3 years contract for him, possibly. He's going to try to get $4 million. I think something's going to give him a $4 million quote, about great point. Coach, it's a gradual process, like 2-3 rookies at certain team. Yeah. You got it, Zeph. Yeah, I cannot be more agree with you. I was thinking about hockey. What time is not make the playoff? He said Florida has 6 chance and they could tank it. Yeah, let me come back, William, about that question. I have a very good question for you guys. I try to go to my continents right now, and the questions consist of what do you think of Madison coach? Is look real happy. Well, first he's born in Montreal. He's back home, and he speak French, speak English, and then he's fit on the concept of Martin St. Louis at some point. He's a great skater, can carry on the puck, not great on defensive zone coverage. He's that kind of leadership inside of him. He's become a veteran for Montreal Canadiens. He's going to add more for Montreal don't have. Again, he's a second good pairing. If you use him in the first pairing, it's not good. So it will fit the hole, but at long term, you cannot have Mike Madison and your team as the first pairing and NHL defenseman. Same thing with Jake Evans, I just mentioned to you. If you have Jake Evans and Mike Pesada on the third line or Pesada on your fourth line at full time and the future, you're not going to have a good team. That's just normal. Again, it's not against them. You want to be a solid team contender in NHL. You need to have some kind of other players in my eyes if they want to win. So great question about this, Tony. So hopefully I answer back to you about Madison. Again, he look happy, he good, great. He played one game. We'll see about this. Jeff Petrie scored his 4 goals tonight, by the way. Roger, Evan remind me of Dano. Great on face-off, killed penalty. He checked well, but not been given scoring role. He's better than most in the NHL ranker. I would be disagree with you about this. I know he scored 13 goals last season, right? But Ren Pitlick scored last season with Montreal. Why? Because those players play at the top 6. They have a lot more TOI, what is supposed to be, right? Like if you go like Chicago, go get the lineup of Chicago, and you have some players right now, they have 5-6 goals already. Why? Because usually they should not play on the top 6, but in Chicago, they can do it. Same thing with Montreal last season. Ren Pitlick, Jake Evans took advantage of that one over there. So at the end of the day, Jake Evans is going to be a normal 6, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 goal. When you compare to Dano, yes, face-off good. Yes, PK good. But offensive is not like Dano. Dano scored now 20 goals per year. So Jake Evans cannot do that. And he cannot become a top 3 center in NHL, Jake Evans, at long term. So you limited with him. At the 4 line, at this moment, he fit well with the Montreal Canadiens. At long term, I'm not sure. He's a great candidate in my eyes to become a forward number 12, forward number 10, and any team in NHL, or forward number 14 if you want to go 14-7. 14-6 was 13-7. So that's what the role of Jake Evans. He fit very well, but you cannot consider him as the top 9 on my eyes. Let's move on here. Question: 2 winnable game this week for the HABS, Sabre, Columbus, Utah. Yep, you have 3. Honestly, Luciano. They have Buffalo Tuesday, back-to-back Columbus, and Chicago. I went to the long shot. I said 2-0-1, but honestly, I would say to you, when you watch Chicago play tonight, and you see Florida play Columbus, the parity guy is more closer what we think. And I think Montreal can get 2W this week. I wouldn't be surprised. Buffalo is still lost the last 8 games. Everybody said they are due, but I'm not sure if they can win on the road. At least Montreal makes some kind of mistake they did all week, last week, and then the goaltender don't show up. So I always go with 2W, I think, or 1-1-1. That would be my big. They need at least 3 points for the next 3 games. But again, this is the easy schedule, guys. Next Tuesday, not this week, the following week, they play against San Jose Sharks, and then after that, it's going to be harder for the Montreal Canadiens. Madison French is very good. You can tell he's a local boy. Example, yeah, another West Coast, Westmont or Westmont on the west side of Montreal Canadiens. So he's very good, but he's not French good. Yeah, Suzuki learned French at school, at the high school when he was young. Zeph, if you want to know about him, Pierre Martin is in the house. Welcome, everybody. Robert Levine, Jake Evans is a 4-line solid center. Yeah, that's a good point about this, Robert, to mention about Jake Evans is a 4-line center. I agree with you about that one over there. And the reason we talked about that way earlier, it was because we consider him as the third center. Someone asked this question, but you're absolutely right about this, Robert. Thanks to be with us tonight. Make sure you go forward for the app, but McKinnon as highly real. Good regular. Do you think is worth the contract? Absolutely right. Oh yes, William. He really good about this. Monahan is getting 6.35. Do you think he will sign for less? Yes, Pierre Martin. Yes, he will sign. Now, I don't think so. He's going to go over 3 years. The thing one be a little bit careful about is injury pass. I think for him, I'll be honest with you. We talk that way. I will resign Monahan this year for 1 year. Next season at $4 million. That's it. That's all. 1 year, $4 million. If you cannot trade him at the trade deadline this season or the value that coming back, I will sign him for 1 year. That will build, again, 1 more year, the Montreal Canadiens, exactly what Zeph Lecave said. They are not in the future. And ever is going to get better after that. Now he can receive at 29 years old. He's still young, not old, and figure out, look, he's durable right now. He did not miss game. And now he's going to become a UF3 in 2 years. I think his value as a Sean Monahan, year number 2, so not this summer's coming, but the following summer, if you have a good year, 45 points this year with Montreal, another 50 points with Montreal Canadiens, it's going increasing his value and get a little bit more money. I would take a chance if I was Sean Monahan. And if I'm a team, I would be worried to get him a 3 year contract. Now, can he get a 2 years for more at $4 million? Possibility. But him, if he like to play Montreal, he like what's going on over there, play with Martin St. Louis, he knows his statistic and increasing and develop as a hockey players. That's something a player would take a risk at the end of the day. And he make a lot of good money anyway. So, great point, guys. It's a good conversation tonight, guys. We appreciate everybody. So clean tonight again on this channel. How far away are you said the Kapanen is from getting a shot with Montreal? Or 2-3 years at King of Gamer. First of all, he need to come back here and play in Laval Rocket and to adapt the smaller ice, to adapt to play with physicality. And I know he played with men. Again, Sarkowski struggled, right? And he played with men last season. So Kapanen have to go that road of learning, everything like that. He's going to be at the World Junior Championship with Finland this year. Will be interesting. He had 3 goals last 2 weeks ago on the Nation Tournament and European. He's looking good with the league with the Liga league for the Finland. But again, I would say a minimum 2 or 3 years. And he's going to compete. Guys, you have 9 spots. Kapanen looking for the spot. Hanneman's looking for the spot. Eilonen looking for the spot. Joshua Roy looking for the spot. Sean Farrell's looking for the spot. Luke Tuck is looking for the spot. And I can go all the way like that. Not many spots. Only 9. So that's what's happening about this. 2 years at 3.85. You're welcome, Robert. Thanks, very kind of you. First week of December, I played Flame, Vancouver, and Oilers, Seattle, and Los Angeles. There we go. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy there. Right now. Salut, HABS fans. Comment allez-vous? Très bien. Ma président et des CAUFIELD ensemble auront 150 points. HABS fans, don't go nowhere. I'm going to get you very soon. Do you think Monahan or Dvorak will be a better fit for Colorado? I will go with Monahan, William, versus Dvorak. I feel Monahan is going to bring more for that team and play a little bit better for the playoff. I see Colorado benefit from Dvorak for King of Gamer about that one over there. Guys, here we go. So let's talk about HABS tonight, guys. We're going to go a couple of conversation here. And the first question I have for you guys in the chat, I would love to hear from you. And don't forget to click on the likes, is this part over there. Next is key, 23 point and 18 game. Let's see, play 2 more game, guys. That'll give him 20 game, like this week. Let's see, we'll give him only 2 more points. That's 25 points. Multiplied by 4, because it's our first quarter he reached this week. Get him 25 points. Do you believe he can reach 100 points this season with the Montreal Canadiens? And with 11 goals, that gave him about 44 goals this season. Do you believe he can finish with 40 goals, 60 assists for 100 points? This is my question for you guys. And don't go. I have 9 questions for you guys tonight. We're going to rock and roll that show. You're going to see this is a channel we need to come back because it's fun to talk about hockey with all the people in the chat there. What's a long time? A long-term deal would not consider right now. Value match. Yeah, absolutely right about Zeph. Great point about this. I agree with you. 9th winger for 3 spot are spoiled with prospect. Yep, Tony, I agree with you. How about it? Suzuki, 80 points for Luc Lafortune. Welcome back, Luc. Thanks so much. That's great to hear that. Outstanding ski hockey. And then we have, I said, no, I expect the AB to slow down in the next month. So I still said it would finish 25th or higher. For you talk about the Montreal Canadiens, the get about this. Not this year for Suzuki, next year for sure. So we have, sure, Suzuki will have 85 to 90 points. We will play better team in the first year and the season is harder to get score for Gamer about Nick Suzuki. Yes, Joe Sakic, William. If he stay healthy, 90 points. If LB stay healthy, if Ab stay healthy, about this one over there. Anybody want to add for Nick Suzuki? Not this year. It will when the app get a second center. So that's what he got about this. So most of the people don't expect Nick Suzuki to become a scorer of 100 points this season. Ski not 100 this year. Awesome, guys. Great to hear that. Here we go. My next question, guys. Let's talk about Cole Caulfield. Cole Caulfield, right now, he has 11 goals in 18 games. Let's say he scored another goal next 2 games. That gave him 12 and 20. 12 multiplied by 4. That's 48. That's close. Possible score 50 goals for Cole Caulfield. Yes or no? Not this year. Ski want to do it. What was the word on the Hoffman last night where he's benching injured? For what we heard, Luciano, he was injured. For what we heard yesterday at the app branch. And our top at 86 points. He did his he took his calculator in our top because he's not very good on math. So he took he go went boom, 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 boom. Got that one over there in our top. Coach, do you think he will be a 100-point player? He will be a 100-point player one day, King of Gamer. Yes. Great question. 40 to 45 goal projection. Zeph, I think you talk about Caulfield. I call 46 goal, Tony. Caulfield, 55 goal for Danny. Then no goal with 40 though. 42 goal. About that one. And then we have Luc Caulfield, 35 goals, 35 assists. Luc Lafortune, a little bit more lower for Luc Lafortune. So he feels he's going to regress and he's going to get 70 points next season about this. Claude Richard go with 40 to 45 goals. 85 points if he stay healthy. I think he talked about Nick Suzuki, great point. I think 35 to 40 goals here. 42 goals for Timothy Quinn. Welcome aboard, Timothy. Thanks for being a part of the show. Don't forget to click on the like and subscribe to Hockey News Show. Lower body injury, same as me, Basic. About this, Caulfield, 39 games, don't reach the 40 points. Pierre Martin go 45 goals for Cole as my pre-season prediction for Pierre Martin. 45 goals for Cole. For me, I honestly, I thought, if I can recall it properly, I said between 33 to 38 goals at the beginning of the season. Then Mr. Rio is in the house. Cole Caulfield will get 57 goals, 41 assists. Suzuki, 49 goals, 59 assists. That's a lot of points in about this, but you never know, right? For what I saw in the beginning of the season, right now, I will say to you, I think he can reach the 40 goal. I don't think so he will reach the 50, but 40 goal is really a possibility for him. Right? What a great time to sign a contract for the next summer about this one over there. I like then a number Zen. Yeah, that's a great one to see that for sure about this. Here we go, guys. Now, I want to talk about a player, guys. He was really on the conversation trade bait this week. What are you talking about, coach? We have a question here. Pensez-vous que le Canadien ne serait pas qualifié si les séries commenceraient aujourd'hui? Il pourrait trouver une façon de se qualifier après les 82 matchs. Que le Canadien ne serait pas qualifié. Je ne crois pas qu'ils vont faire les séries HABS fans. Je ne sais pas si la question, c'est savoir s'ils vont le faire après 82 matchs. Moi, je dis qu'ils ne seront pas dans les séries HABS for the next season or this coming season. Guys, I want to talk about Josh Anderson. In 16 games, 5 goals, 2 assists, and 7 points. That gave him an average about 20 goals this season. He got a contract of 5 years at $5.5 million. Now, here's what he got with Josh Anderson. He played with the Habs guy 137 games. He had 41 goals, 22 assists, 63 points. And 137 goal game, guys, is about 1 year and a half. So if you go that direction over there, that gave him about 18 goal. 18 goal. No, that gave him 41 goals. So for 82 game, that's compared at 20 goal. That gave him about 18 goals per year for him with the Montreal Canadiens, with about 35 points per year. For him with the Montreal Canadiens, if you put this back-to-back at 82 games per 60, whatever you call it. And do you believe Josh Anderson should stay with the Montreal Canadiens, or you believe he should trade Josh Anderson? That's my question about him. Do you feel comfortable? And like Zev Lecavalier said, and the future, Zev talked about 2 and 3 years. Do you feel Montreal Canadiens should keep Josh Anderson and the future for the Montreal and hanging with the contract at 5.5 for 5 years? Coach, who will be your top 3 scorer in the Montreal this season? Mine is CAUFIELD, Hoffman. I don't see Hoffman there, King. Oui, c'est ça. Yeah, j'ai bien répondu à la question. Toronto won the Cup Cup, the Creek Cup 24-23. Wow, what a game. Coach, how about the SO goal by Suzuki, fantastic stick and Glenn? Shot on goal. Yeah, you talk about his percentage shot and goal right now is higher. I think it would drop. He never been over 20%, Pierre. But would be interesting. He can go with Bukowski and Anderson for Z. Anderson, very valuable. Look, do you consider Josh Anderson a top 9 for winger for the bottom 6? Yes, King. Trade Josh if only the return is very good. He loves Montreal. Close game and a tap. Si j'avais un choix à prendre à échanger entre Anderson ou Gallagher, je change Anderson et je garderai Gallagher. Absence. No trade for me and a tap. Well, they are going to lose this game now. Yeah, you know, I think first you have to figure out, okay, what do you get in return, Anderson? So the Anderson trade bait right now, they have 3 destinations. One for the Los Angeles Kings, and they get in return a right defenseman. They have many of them. So I don't want to mention one of them, like specific, like Sean Walker, Matt Roy. They can get. If I was Montreal Canadiens, guys, I will trade for Alex Turcotte and right defenseman, second pairing, third pairing. That would be my pick, my trade. Calgary Flame are looking for a right winger. They don't have a lot of money over there. That's a problem. But the third team for Josh Anderson, guy, is the Edmonton Oilers. Why? Because they just lost Evander Kane for 3 to 4 months. And they don't have anybody else. Now, the problem with Kane, with Anderson for Oilers at long term at $5.5 million, possibly Montreal after returning. What they get in return? Again, do you believe they could get Berger Javi and a second round pick? I don't know. Forget, guys, all the first round pick 2023. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. They are too important right now. So we'll be interested in what we got at some point. And let's see what we have. Only trade Anderson if the return lost the pass up. Get Roger. If Anderson still the second line, answer that one. Winnipeg have the foul block on the last play of the game. Trade, we need a 30 goal and any guy, not a 20 goal guy in spot. Trade, we need a 30 goal. If it's just me or as Anderson slow down or is by design. Great point about this, Pete. The Montreal tried to transform him as a better hockey player, right? I think I figured out for first 10 game, he was not energetic like he was. He was not use his body like he was. And you can see he's transforming for what Martin said. We talked to him. I'll give you an example. He never learned before to go low high. So you talk about. So sometimes he would go the goal line with the puck, right? Or close to the hash mark. He never thought to come back up to the blue line to reset it coming down. He scored 2 goals for that direction the last couple of games because of that. So my point to you guys is he's learning to slow down whatever he tried to be fast. He cannot run anymore in an NHL with 100. His end is limited. But Martin said we tried to get him another way to learning to play the game better. And he's on the process to get there. But still believe at $5.5 million, that's a lot of money for a scorer less at 20 goals for the Montreal Canadiens. Yes, he have other attributes not many have. But do really you need this for the next 3-4 years for the Montreal? He brings some kind of leadership. He does not fit at the top 6. Are you right now as the GM? Are you comfortable to have Josh Anderson at $6.5 million per year? $5.5 million per year for the next 4 years. Play on the third line. That's what question I have for you. That's what you need to figure out if you feel good about this or not. Trade Neutron got. Excuse me, Anderson. We got. Trade soon. Want-to value is high. Need at least a first-round pick. It would be hard, but you never know. I think the app make the playoffs. Suzuki crack 100 point. Saint Louis regenerate Turcotte. I would love that trade. King. I do not think we will be trading for any defenseman because we have already full with some more about this. Montreal want more 2023 pick. Yep, so right about this. They are looking for more. I agree with you. The Abbott won't make the playoff. I agree with you. Luc Laverson Gallagher, c'est un soldat. Il marque peut-être pas souvent, mais il est courageux, toujours caché la vue des gardiens adverses. Josh Anderson for Alex Turcotte, a second round pick. King. Do you see Anderson being more productive on the team like Star or the Avalanche? Maybe not more productive, more util or more used. He will fit a better role with those kind of team compared to Montreal. I agree with you about that one over there, William. Goalie is a soldier user. Josh is only good in the playoff. Anderson will be fit well in Calgary second line as a winger with Calgary. Anderson is a playoff guy, provide good secondary. A good goal is a big body. I think the app should trade at the third line. Oh, the next trade was this one over there. Calgary trade Milan Lucic to the Montreal Canadiens and return of Josh Anderson. That was the trade. I apologize, but that was the trade for Calgary. You get Milan Lucic and you trade Josh Anderson. Lucic carry on a contract almost similar as Anderson, but Lucic is out at the end of the year, and Montreal Canadiens can trade him, Lucic, at the trade deadline, returning money and get another pick in return. Do you make that trade right now tonight? Josh Anderson versus Milan Lucic. At the trade deadline, you trade Milan Lucic and you get a pick in return. Yes or no? We need to trade away Whiteman. Maybe not get much, but trade for up. I don't think so. They can trade him. King, you will not get anything in return. I think they're going to waive him at some point. And Maybe not get much, but we free up. The space of him is about less of $1 million. It's not matter. King William, the lover, have finished better. No way. Luc Laforcine. About this, Tortola said is right after the last game. They have big decision to make on which player would belong here for the rebuild. It's the same question for Jason. Does he belong in Montreal? Luciano. About this, Rudolph, he said no. About this one, yeah, I make that trade, coach, for sure, Pierre Martin. And also for the chick and a second round pick. I don't think so. You get a second round pick, 20. But you can get a higher pick, 20, a 4-round pick, 5th round pick, possibly. And then, in return, you take Milan Lucic and you trade him with a team are going to be, imagine Milan Lucic went out with Edmonton Oilers with Evander Kane, play against the Calgary Flames at the playoff. But everything could happen. Why not to just trade Anderson for a pick directly? Why not pick up Lucien Evander early? Because the Calgary cannot pick up the money in our tap. They have no money, so they have to open up the salary cap. The only way Anderson can fit in Calgary if they have to trade Lucic. About that, that's the only thing you can do. We gave a more skilled Anderson and Girais, and we gave a better, more skilled. Yes, coach, Lucic, it was up. He will bring anything, nothing. Oh no! Again, guys, Lucic is not to bring Montreal nothing. Like, you use right now to open up a contract of 5 years at $5.5 million. Open up that kind of money. You can get that money for Pierre-Luc Dubois, for another UFA and NHL. That's the purpose of behind. Guys, I apologize, I could go a little bit deeper. But that's what the Josh Anderson trade is open up your salary cap to go to another direction. The Miller Lucic is just a rental players until the trade deadline. You try to trade Miller Lucic and return to get a solid pick at the trade deadline, a second round pick example. Again, Anderson could be another team, get maybe better, maybe a second round pick with Alfie Surcat. But again, you have to thinking about it. Is the way to open up your salary cap a long term, where you have now almost $5.5 million you can have next season to negotiate, and that money can go to Cole Caulfield. You can get that money to go to a first right defenseman and UFA. If not, you stuck with the salary of Gallagher and the salary of Anderson. At some point, you're losing $12 million for nothing. That's the kind of decision as the management you have to take at some point. And it's hard, but it is what it is. Again, be careful, guys. I've not said Anderson, Lucic, and Lucic is going to be the future Montreal. Lucic is an open door to open up $5.5 million, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's see what we got here. Alan Barnes, have a good night. I'm not sure Lucic can bring a good return. Zev Lacav. Anderson has a value, but I do have him as in the end. Lucic and Aber on the same thing. My God. Coach Anderson would bring a better value to Lucic. If you trade Anderson, you can get something in return. Yes. Yeah, I understand your point of view, Zeph, but now, where? I'm not sure how you're going to get a trade of Mandevara, Gallagher, or Drouin, Randy. The plan to trade him is at the deadline, Pierre Martin, a good point. I see what you mean. Coach, free up one of the cap space and get Lucic and flip him at the deadline because he's easy to trade. And if you don't flip him, at the end of the year, he'll disappear on your map. At the end, it's not a big deal. Okay, coach. Now I get the free space array and it gets what making more sense. Zephyr, coach is trying to get rid of the money. About this, Alex Dubois does not have a good attitude to bring to this clubhouse around the end. I will not go there, Randy, yet because it's with conversation we don't know yet about that, and we have to wait about this. Stargate Traveler back in the house. Anderson has 5 gold, Randy, and yeah, 5 gold. What round pick would Lucia get at the deadline? I think if you trade deadline, you can get a second round pick, Timothy, and return. Because there are not many like him, and a team always looking to add those kind of players at the trade deadline. So a second round pick. One happened, coach, with Lucica, he has a RNC. I'm pretty sure Montreal is on the list, or he doesn't want to go to Evan for a short stay. Yeah, possibility on that one over there. I have the contract of Lucic in front of me, but I will say to you, I don't know what the list. We have to go there, honestly, to get what is his contract with Calgary. So you have a list of 10 teams right now. A great point in our top. The one next year will open up 6.5 next season, Randy N. Yeah, you're absolutely right about this. And open it, Manayan, Biron, 2 other players with that one, and Tadanov. So you're absolutely right about this. Good evening, Mr. TH. Can we get Weber back? Tadanov is not working out, Tony. Ready, the one contract and this year, absolutely right. Look up, Joe, is it Pierre? The one is gone. Would Lucy bring more value to Anderson? Maybe if you trade Anderson for the check third round, then I would maybe consider that flip. Lucy can get a first round, second round. I don't know you get a first round pick next season for any team, but Anderson won't get trade this year. Look like for possibility again. We just opened the door about that. And again, it's not said we're going to trade him. It just open the door. If Dwayne stay with the Montreal, he has to be a major discount. What kind of contract with Dwayne? I don't think so, King. Jonathan Dwayne is going to not return it with the Montreal Canadiens. By the way, Danny, I don't want something today. Do you think the ad should keep the current personnel and try to build for next season, or trade away cap space and try to do good and the draft class next season? You trade to open up some salary cap, William, for the upcoming season draft. Who knows, maybe get a chance to have gold team. Would be very surprised. And then coach William McClay is in the house. Heard got 6 points every 6-5 games, just about get you into the playoff. Thought on that. That gave them about 18. Um, 6 point for about yeah, about this. I would say to you 5.5 possibly, William. I will have to check all the update about this for sure. We lose the one for nothing. It's have some value. I think you don't get anything in return right now, King, with the situation with the one. About it, I was running away. Colorado 5 and Florida 3. Absolutely right about this. All right, guys, we're going to move on. Great contents. We have a couple of questions before we go out here, guys. And this is my question. It's going to be on my pool of the question tonight. Which team in the playoff right now but won't make it? And then I was not including the 2 games tonight. It was before the game tonight. 4 teams I mentioned here. Which team is in the playoff right now but won't make it? The New York Islanders, the Seattle Kraken, the Winnipeg Jet, the Detroit Red Wings, or you can say to me, no one going to make it, or you can say everybody going to make it, or you can tell me 2 teams not going to make it. I open up about your answer about here. I just want to share in with that part over there. So Luc Lafortune go with Seattle Kraken. Luc go with the Kraken of the Pacific. Adam Berger, welcome back in the house. Welcome inside. Hopefully you're doing well. And with the Green Valley High School, Nevada. You have Zep Lacav, South Seattle, and the New York Islanders for Zep Lacav. We believe the Islanders are not going to get this. And I'll top go with the Kraken and the Detroit out. Seattle is out. Roger Delaney. New York Canada, Winnipeg Jets for Nicolas de Goalie. First one said the Winnipeg Jets. Wow, that's a great one. And on top as a point coach, why Lucic is not Anderson a better choice que Lucic is. It was just the way to make a Pierre Martin to open up the salary cap at the end of the day. Pierre Martin. That's only it was in one direction. Montreal can go with Anderson, and that said, Anderson is better to Lucic or Lucic have a better value. It was not a purpose. It was another way to Montreal open up the $5.5 million up. Ron, we can go with the Detroit Red Wings for that one. Anybody else before we move on? All right. So we got that one done. Here we go. I have more. I have about four more, guys. So then we're going to a Frenchy quiz. If you are the Blue Jackets, select first overall pick. Who do you pick? Connor Bedard, Adam Fantilli, or Leo Carlson? Or you can put Mitch Cobb over there too. But again, this is only for the Blue Jacket. I took the standing, they are the bottom, and you select number one overall pick. For the Columbus Blue Jacket, are you looking for Connor Bedard, Adam Fantilli, or Leo Carlson? The chat is stuck. I don't get anything else back right now. Don't forget, guys, click on the likes if you don't mind. That'd be good. For some reason, I don't get any answer right now. So I don't know if it's my computer. Yeah, looks like my computer stuck right now. Hold on. Good night, Roger. All right, so I have a King of Gamers, so Winnipeg is settled out. Then we have good night, Roger. DH, New York Islanders for me. New York Canada, Detroit for me. The Islander X goal per 60 really does not concentrate. William McCleary go with Seattle. Luc Lafortune, okay, then I will set Seattle, Detroit. William Snyder, Islanders, the wings, the stats are not there for them. Pierre Martin would like to know the individual remaining game. Winnipeg won't make it. Bedard for Luc Lafortune. Fantilli for Nicolas de Goalie. Adam Carlson, they tend to like Sweet. Bedard for Tony. Bedard for William McCleary. Carlson solid on Bedard as the number one. King of Gamer, I would be crazy not to take the best player available and Connor Bedard. Bedard, Vinny. Bedard for L. Ensign. Bedard, no question for Zef. For me, it's a Fantilli. Center is more important than winger. They can take Bedard and leave Fantilli for us. For 801, we're going to still think Bedard is the best player after watching him play the last two games on fire. About this one over there. Good evening, Don Hashem. Imagine at Buck, Adamberger, Valley, Carlson. Montreal should take a Bedard if he first pick Pierre Martin. All right. Here my point of view, guys, about this. Columbus Blue Jackets have no center. Goodrow is a 5'8" player. Bedard is a 5'8" or 5'9" players. They have Patrick Laney. Would you prefer to have a big center at 6'4" between Goodrow and Laney, or are you able to accept to have a Goodrow the same size like Bedard at 5'9"? That's what the purpose behind that question to you guys. I was waiting for you to give me your answer, but do you go with the bigger center like Leo Carlson play winger center? He's another 6'3" right now. But do you believe that Fantilli right now is, as a freshman, the #1 top scorer in CA? Do you go with the size to complementary the Blue Jacket? You have no center, big players, play with Goodrow beside him. Goodrow is going to be with them for 8 years. Or you go with two small players, and do you believe those two players can carry on you in the playoff all the way? So let's go back again and tell me if you change your decision or no. You still believe Bedard should be there. Montreal should take Bedard only if they have the accent of the E on the jersey. He take both Bedard and Fantilli. H-I-A-E. Bedard is not center and the NHL winger I see. Zeph, great point. We all know Vancouver is winning. Bedard, trust me, 20. Can he get the same thing when he did the Sedin game? Speed now, Bedard. Big always. The end of Zeph, they should include the accent. Coach Bedard will end up with a winger and NHL. Great point, 801. Welcome back, by the way. I agree, Faye. Vinny, he has to Columbus. I will push out whoever in the better way. He is a generation talent for Vinny. TH, I will still with my Fantilli pick. Here's my pick, by the way, TH, about him. Yeah, absolutely right about this. Let's move on. My next question, guys. Let's talk the Toronto Maple Leafs. Are you ready, guys, for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Because I have a couple of things about them to talk about right now. Here we go. First question. I have two questions. Then we'll conclude the show. Who do you pick between Austin Matthews or Mitch Marner if you have a team? Which player do you pick? Austin Matthews or Mitch Marner? This is the question I have for you guys. William McClary go with Bedard. 801 take Matthews. Yeah, Fantilli first for Montreal, 2 Pierre Martin. Matthews run. We have two Matthews. I picked Nylander. DJ, welcome aboard, DJ. I don't take in both of them. That great Toronto has to M&M on the team. Pierre Martin go with Matthews. Matthews, younger and play a more premium position, but Marner is an elite on the both side of the park, and it's so Matthews. Matthews, Marner disappear in the playoff. Marner is a flexible. He can play offense and defense. Vinny, what kind of Matthews will play great with my car. William. Matthews. If I have to, minor without a doubt, the king of gamer. Matthews for Luc. William McClary Matthews. Yeah. And then we have Nicholas go with minor. That's a great question, guys, because it's the debate. If you go on the underlining, if you go underlying number, if you follow minor versus Matthews, if you put Matthews with any other players, Matthews does not bring more on the table. If you put minor with Matthews, Matthews produce. If you put minor with Tavares Matthews. My point to you, Manor is a play driver. He's a driver of any line he play. Manor contribute that line to get better. That's how Manor is. Manor is a guarantee about 80, 90 point, 100 point per season. Manor is play on both ways of the game. He's a great on PK. He's great on the power play. That's how Mitch Manor is. Austin Matthews, yes, the big center, I understand that. But if I have to go, I think Mitch Marner for me is really the one. He helped other players to get better around him. And the numbers are there. If you look about line by line, when he play with other players, the player around him get better on the line he play with. And for me, that would be my one priority where I would take Mitch Marner before other players about that. So that will be my selection for him. Let's move on here. Manor, Matthew, Nicolas, look, they complete each other. The only problem with Matthews is one thing get tough, he disappear, run. Adam, Matthews, Aka, Justin Bieber. They are both babies. Martin, can coach, you're asking mostly Abs fan if they want to leave players. Sharks, Marian also has his number retired. Yeah, absolutely. Suzuki and CAUFIELD the same. What is a CAUFIELD without Suzuki? What is CAUFIELD without Suzuki? Great point about that one. Look, we don't know yet, but yeah, great. Matthew is also William McClary. I would not take either. Send one day we take Toronto players. Goalie is in there, William. Sorry about that. Chicago fan say, hey. All right. So then my next question is the end of this one, guys. Who is the front runner for the Calder Trophy this year? Logan Thompson, Jake Sanderson, Matthew Bernier have 0 points in the last 7 games. Johnson, I'm talking about the Johnson for the Columbus Blue Jacket. I think it's I mess up with him with well. Ken Johnson. Here we go. If you have any other players, any other rookie you want to mention, you can mention their name there. That's not a problem. Ron go with Thompson. Nicolas go with Sanderson. And at that, you get is it with the Lake FX snowstorm. Thompson for Lucci. 801 Thompson. Douglas Tage Thompson. Logan Thompson, the goaltender for the Vegas. Thompson for the King. Vinny Shane Pinto. Thompson, go, nice, Adam. Nicolas, salut, 801. I want a goal score. You cannot teach that. Matthew is an elite scorer. Regardless. 801, go with Goalie. And for me, Thompson or Johnson is this list. Ken Johnson, guys, is looking better and better with the Columbus Blue Jacket. Coach, Toronto Argonauts won 43-43 and the Sun. Yeah, we heard that a bit earlier. And I talk about him. Real deal, go with Thompson for that one over there. So Logan Thompson got that one for the trophy counter. So that's what all the questions we have tonight, guys. I think it was pretty cool to talk this way. I think it gave us a little bit information, and of course, we're going to be back tomorrow with hockey by play. Montreal play Tuesday night again. The Buffalo Sabres at the Bell Center. Tomorrow, I don't know which game I'm going to do, by the way, but I'm going to go the game every night this week. Then don't forget that Thursday night, guys, the round table of the Hockey National Show, we're going to give the Turkey Awards of the year. It's the second edition of the Hockey National Show. So join us. I'm going to select on that one over there. And then we have a warm-up show Monday to Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. William Snyder go with Sanderson. Too bad the Calder always goes for the goal score. Defenseman can have a huge effect on the team. Maybe Senator game this week. Vinny, it's tough this year, Thompson, at this point. Yep, William, I agree with you. Matty Bernier have a good start of the season, but he have 0 points the last 6 games. Before he played yesterday. Cam Gamer Matthews Nate at 38 years old to protect with him. With a smile, you got a player, they look like a feeling for the gut, everything like that. All right. We're going to finish, guy, the show with the Frenchy quiz tonight. We have a time to do it, so why not to have a great Frenchy quiz? We're going to go through that one for the Frenchy quiz. Winnipeg, Essadol is Islanders, Detroit out. If you want to join me right now, Vegas getting 1 point last night was huge, Adam, for the Vegas Golden Knight last and overtime, I believe, or in shootout. Nicolas said the quiz. Yep, that's what we're at right now. We're going to go to the quiz, guys. And we're going to open up the door. Where's the quiz coach? It should be here. Let's see what we got here. And here we go. We have a quiz. I just want to be sure I have all the things like this. I think I made the question and I didn't verify again, but it will be good. If you want to join me live, you can join me live. We're going to open the door. I don't know. A moderator can put the link over there, and we're going to go through the quiz right now. So if you can do that, that'd be awesome. If you want to join me, so we'll open the door for everybody, guys. We're not difficult right now. We don't have to bring anybody there. So you're welcome to get there. If you have the extra room, I will join. Otherwise, I will say out. You can welcome Vinny. No problem. I will join the quiz, but I did not last time. All the other ready to go first. Rudolph, you can join me right now. Not a problem. Rudolph, Vinny, join me. Anybody want to join? Thanks so much, Luciano, for the link about this. Not a problem. Chicago. So Rudolph, Vinny, we're missing 2 contestant. If you want to join me, there's a time. Go live Hockey Nation. Danny. We have a first one. Vinny is going to knock the door. Vinny, I'm going to put right there and just wait. I'll put you on the mute. Vinny, thanks so much, buddy, to join me. Not a problem. Nick, we understand. Vinny with his caps of the Nordic, the Quebec Nordic. Rudolph, anybody else? We have 3 open spots. You're welcome to join me. Anybody? Again, this is only for everybody. We don't get the next one. So don't forget. Thank you so much. The link, Luciano. If you want to join before we start, no problem. Danny, if you want to join us, you're welcome to join us, Danny. And we're going to finish the show after that. I think the last time they won, it was Nicolas de Gauby-Bonneau, by the way. Thank you, Danny. You're welcome. Anyway, Monday was Nicolas. So it's almost like 1 week ago, guys. Nicolas de Gauby-Bonneau win the contest. Do we have anybody else, guys? We're going to get 1 more minute. If not, we're going to start right away there, guys. That'd be great if you don't mind. Rudolph, are you around? Mr. Alan Vayanko is in the house. Welcome back in the house, Mr. Alan. We'll see. If anybody else wants to join, we're going to start very soon. Danny D is in the house. Danny D is going to be beside Vinny or in the house at number 2. Danny, welcome aboard. I'm sorry, you're on the mute right now. Welcome aboard, Danny.
Hey, Coach. How are you?
No, good. Danny, when you show up, guy, he's on his rocket space right now. You can see right there. He's on all the way. He's on the rocket. Move on the greeting. And then do we get anybody else? Rudolph, are you still around? Well, too late. William, knock the door. William, we're going to open the door. We're going to have William come join us. Look, if you want, Rudolph, William, we're going to wait 1 more minute, guys. Coach, prépare mon lunch pour demain. Pas de problème, mon Luc. M'as-y du tuna dans ton sandwich. Not today, Rudolph. All good. William, well, last time, William, about that one there. And that's what we got right now. Anybody else, guys? William, you want to knock the door. Alan Rakowski, one of the point, maybe I said 90 point. Alan, great point about this. Great comments about that. Here we go, guys. I think we're going to start without William. And then if William join us, we're going to add him over there. So let's... Oh, he knocked the door at the right time, guys. William is in the house. William. How you doing?
Hey, doing awesome.
Awesome to hear that. And we have Rudolph show up, guys. Rudolph's going to complete the quads route tonight. Rudolph, stay there. I'm going to turn on the cam right here for you. And here we go. Rudolph is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
I learned my lesson not to listen to Rudolph when he puts up the answer.
Same here.
He got me last time.
Not a problem. Just be careful. Don't trust Danny. Here we go, guys. We're ready to rock and roll. Everything is ready. The chat is rock and roll right now. We are full house for the quiz tonight. It's friend quiz tonight. Honestly, I prepared this last week, so I don't know what they look like. The question, I'm not remember. But we'll see what they look like. Here we go. How many friend team have 3 wins or less in regular time 60 minutes this season so far? How many team have 3 wins or less in regular time 60 minutes this season so far? 1 team, 2 team, 3 team, 4 team, or 5 team? This was, guys, before last Thursday. Before last Thursday, how many teams have 3 wins and less in regular time 60 minutes this season so far? We have Chicago said D, Adam said C, King of Gamers said A, Jose Duarte said C, TH said B. We have Luciano B, Luc B, Enartap A, Runway Kings B, Phi O D, C final for Real. Pierre Martin said A. That's what we got so far. Well, let's start with Vinny. Was the first one show up, so we're going to go 1 to 4 all the way like that. Mr. Vinny.
I would go with 1.
1. A. Thanks so much. Zeph, Zen, go with C. Danny.
I'll go with B.
B at 2. So, William, you can consider the sequence as C, maybe?
Yeah, I kind of want to copy Entertap at 1, but I think his second answer would be D. So I'm going to go with D.
D with 4. So you skip C, all right? Rudolph, do you want to complete the wild card or you want to go with E?
I want C.
You got C. You got the letters right there. C on the forehead. Here we go. About that one over there. William, if you don't take D, what would be your second option?
I guess it would have to be E because nobody said E yet. So
Or it would be E, all right? So if you
Yeah.
have another option, what would be your answer?
I guess it would have to be B with 2.
C. You're absolutely right. It was C, like I told you to
Oh,
take C,
man.
but you don't listen to me. So
All
you
right.
lost the first one. Rudolph got 1. Zen, Real Prim, Jose Duarte, and Adam Berger are the winner of that one over there. 3 teams did not win.
Good job, Rudolph.
Less that one there. Congratulations about that one over there. Here we go. Question number 2, guys. Rudolph got that one, number 1. From question number 1, guys, this is all about before Wednesday last week. Which team has 0W and regular time? Columbus, Anaheim, Arizona, San Jose, Ottawa. This was before last Thursday last week, so it does not count Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I made this question last week and we canceled the show, honestly. So, from question number 1, which team has 0W and regular time? Columbus, Anaheim, Arizona, San Jose, or Ottawa? Congratulations. What we got here? Real does say final. I don't know what is the final. Real have to write again about this one over there. Chicago go with E. All right. Luciano go with A. Jose Duarte go with A. A. We have right now Pierre Martin, nice. White boy Rudolph. Adam go with A. Ron with King go with B. D with San Jose. Go with E. DH. No D. DH. It's all good. Look like Fortune go with A. So that time, we're going to wait for the people to give us an answer, guys. I will start right now with the one get it, like we play golf. So let's start in with Rudolph. E. He got the E, Ottawa Senator. All right. Let's go back with Vinny. Change the caps now with Montreal Expos.
Nos amours.
Send me to Northeast.
Yeah, sure. But I will have to go with B for this one.
B, like Anaheim?
Yes.
All right, sound good. And then we're going to go with Danny.
I'll go with my assistant captain of the mods, Jose A.
Jose A. Got it. Not a problem. And then we're going to go with Mr. William.
Gotta go with D, San Jose.
San Jose for Mr. D about this one over there. Sound good. A few people have a good answer, but example, William, if it was not San Jose, what would be your second option?
I guess it could be Ottawa. They're tanking pretty good this year.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Good pick, William. But if ever you have a third option, what it will be your third option?
Well, originally I thought it could be C with Arizona, but
That'd be great. Good answer. But if ever you have another option, what it would be your final answer?
oh man, I'm doing the Danny odds here. I got like the Danny selection. Columbus.
Columbus, yeah, absolutely wrong because you was Anaheim. So all 5 out, Mr. William, about that one over there. So who winning
right.
then? Real deal, take the lead 2-2, guys. But we have a few people got it. One with Kings, F801 and V007 are the winner of that question number 2, guys. Great. Anaheim did not win any game on regular time so far in NHL. It was all on OT, everything like that. Question number 3 of the day, guys. Here we go. How many times in Devils history they have 10 W and more straight? How many times they did it? Twice, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the reason, Danny, with your glass, you cannot read the answer. Here we go. Chicago go with C with 4. Thanks so much, Chicago. Luciano. Lucky go with E. Thanks so much. We have Luciano with Gamer go with B. Adam go with C. Thanks so much about this one over there. We have Ron with A. Zen go with A. Luke with C. Timothy Quinn. Thanks so much. And Nicolas de Gobi Bono got with B and B. Nicolas was the winner of the last contest last time. Jose Eduardo continues with a D about that one over there. So the last one, Vinny was the winner. So going to restart with Mr. Vinny on that one. And I'll go with C. Thanks so much, and
Oh, no.
I'll have to go with
Vinny?
B for this one.
B like a 3, Vinny?
Yes.
All right,
yes.
sound good. Danny?
Oh. Oh, God. I'm going to go with 4. C.
4 with C. Thanks so much. Pierre Martin go with C. Rel Deal go with E. Randy, welcome back in the house. Randy, go with A. And TH will go with C. All right, William, let's do it. After you missed the last question publicly, let's see if you can
I can definitely
better.
tell you. I can remember at least a couple times they did it. I'm going to say C4.
4 with C, right? Got it, William. Rudolph, go with B with 3
B.
about Rudolph, about that one over there. So thanks so much. And I don't know, but possibly we can ask again to William. What would be your second option?
I guess D, because I don't remember all the times.
Yeah.
There was at least more than one.
That's a great selection again, William. I like when you're sure you compete that way. But if ever you have a third option, what it will be your option 3?
Probably 3. Probably.
Yeah,
Vinny
that would be the
got
right
this
thing
one.
to do, Mr. William, because it took you 3 times to get a good answer on that one. We have a few people got it. Nicolas and Timothy Quinn got that one. King of Gamer, finally, Vinny tied the game at 2 with 801 at 2, with Ron with Kings at 2, and Real Deal at 2. We have 4 people at 2 good answer, guys, after 3 questions. Well, great job, everybody.
Yeah,
Let's
I got a
move
chance
on.
to tie here.
Yeah, that's the reason, William, you struggled tonight. Question number 4, guys. How many different players scored 30 goals and more in the power play during one season? How many of them did it in NHL? 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8? How many of them have 30 goals a plus on power play in NHL? Luciano said 0-3. I got them all wrong, TH. 0-3 in our tap. I'm feeling sick again. Here we go. We have Chicago. Hey, Adam, so go B. Thanks so much, guys, to participate tonight at the Hockey Nation Live show for the show tonight. So to hear and at that, Faye, go with C. Thanks so much, Mr. 801. About that one, he is a leader at 2 right there. Then we have Ron with King at D. We have Zen at C, Luciano at A, Timothy at C, TH at B, Luke at E, Randy Walkman back in the house. And we're going to get, all right, go. And then we have Jose at C, King of Gamer A, Real Deal at D, Pierre Martin at A. And then we're going to start with the one got the last one, Mr. Rudolph.
Oh, this is a rare occurrence. It must be rare. So I'm thinking only 4, the minimum.
4, the minimum for Mr. Rudolph. All right. And after that, go with D. And after that, I would put the answer right there. So I can follow up with that over there. So let's move on, guys, with, let's go with Vinny.
I'll go again with B on this one.
B for 5. Awesome.
Yeah.
Danny.
I'll go C.
C for 6.
C. Yeah.
6, Danny, right?
Yes.
All right. William, who do you trust the most? Yourself or the rest of your panel?
I'm going with Run. I'm going D7.
7 for D. All right, William. That's a great selection about that one over there. So let's see what we have here. Oh my God! But William, if ever you are wrong, example, what would be your second option?
I'd have to go with Rudolph and say A. It's probably a rare occurrence.
Yeah, you should follow him more often, William, because the answer was A. About that one. Over there. So we have a Pierre Martin score, Luc Laporcine score, Chicago 97 score, and we have a few people join with 2. A good answer. Run with Kings now with Rudolph at 2. Real. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people at 2 good answer, guys. And Luc Laporcine have a good answer on that one. So congratulations on that one. And
3, no?
and Artap, he said, I got B. You said D, Mr. Artap, about that one over there. Last question of the night.
Coach, I don't have 3?
What?
Oh, well. I have three good answers today?
Yeah, you have 3 good answers. Sorry about that. You want to lead the show right now.
Oh,
The good one over there, guys. Question number 5. From the question number 4, which one from this list below did not score 30 goal, not 33, 30 goal, power play goal in one season? It's not 33, it's 30. Brett Hall, Mario Lemieux, Joe Nawandai, Tim Kirk, or Dave Andrechak? Here we go. Chicago, go with Brett Hall. Thanks so much, Chicago. Randy, go with Dave Andrechak. Which one this list below did not score 30 goal, power play goal in one season? Not 33, 30, by the way. We go with Randy. Adam said D. Fee, Owen said C. Luc Laforcine said E. Thank you, Luc, about this one. Luciano said E. And Atap said A. Ron with King said E. D. Sorry about this, Ron. About this, we have a few people right there. Ron with King of Gamer with B. Thanks so much about that one of that. Jose Duarte go with C. Awesome. Then we have Zen with D. Thank you. But I was wrong, coach. It's New One Die. So Randy go with C now. That's all right. You can change your mind. DH go with D. Tim Kerr about this. Nicola go with C. Let's start it with Mr. Rudolph because he's 3 and 4. C. Joe Newendai. Thanks so much,
I think
Mr. Joe.
Because it can't be, for sure, it's not E. Absolutely not E.
All right, sound good. He get his answer. Real did go with C. Here you go, Mr. Vinny. Maybe tie the game or win.
I will have to go with A.
A. Brett Hall. Sound good. And then we have Mr. Danny.
I say D. Tim Kerr.
Tim Kirk. D. Like Tim Kirk. But right now, William, you're 0-4. Most of the time, you have really a bad night so far. But you still have one more opportunity to score tonight. Who is your final answer on that one, William?
Well, it took me so many times to get answers. I'm going to have to go with Danny and go with D, Tim Kerr.
You trust Danny. That's maybe the worst person you have to trust on that. No, but he go with Danny. But you know,
we got
when you have a bad night, it's not stopped there, possibility. We'll see, Mr. William. If you have another option, do you trust one of your panel or you go with your own answer?
I'm trusting Danny on this one. I'm going D solid.
Loyal.
All right. So, all right. What is your second option, William?
I would have to say maybe C, Joe Newendike.
Joe Newendike, C, go with Rudolph. But if ever you have another option, number 3, what would be that option?
Yeah, I guess Mario Lemieux might not have done it. So I don't know, but to bet against any of those guys is so hard.
So your final answer is what?
D, Tim Kerr.
Tim Kerr for the all right about that. I just curiosity, William, do you have a couple of drinks around you, or do you have like you have a 7-Eleven close to you, can get some drinks somehow? Because if you are, what would be your another last option for that answer?
I mean, I guess A.
I think finally you got it, William. And the answer is Brett Hall, ladies and gentlemen. And Vinny.
I was with you, Danny. Come on, man. You got.
I
I
know
had your
you
back the
were. I
whole
know
time,
you were.
man. Come on.
Vinny, guys, and Rudolph are the winner of the contest tonight with 3 good answers. Congratulations to the panelists tonight at the show tonight. Wow, what a game tonight.
Danny needs to run down to 7-Eleven for me, man.
But
That's
now maybe,
fast. Come on.
William, you establish a record of the under the site of what we have tonight.
Yeah, like I say, my over is usually 1, so like that's good. I got the under. It's no big deal.
We really appreciate,
It's a
guys,
lot
for
of
your
fun.
participation. Congratulations, Vinny, of course, tonight, and of course, Vinny, and of course, Rudolph. Both of you have a good game, 3 and 5. Many of you have 0-5 tonight. So, as a consolation, William, don't feel bad because many of you have 0-5. So, you're not the only one. We feel very bad if you're only you, but many of you are 0-5.
Coach.
I got you, Hockey Nation.
All right, sound good. Thanks so much, Vinny. I will be
Coach.
back with you, Rudolph. Vinny, great job tonight. Danny, again, great job as a moderator also. And then, William, we wish you an amazing, great drinking night.
Set that bar low. Set that bar low. That's what I need.
Have a good night, everybody. Rudolph, stay with me. And we wish you an amazing, great night, everybody else. We look forward to
See
see you
you
next
guys.
time. Have a great week.
Thanks, Will.
Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, William. And
Thanks, guys.
you are. And of course, in Colorado, Danny is out. Thanks so much. Vinny, have a great night. Thanks so much. And we're going to see, William is a little bad. We're going to see 2 out. William is out. And we're going to get Vinny out on that one over there. Rudolph, yes, sir, buddy.
No, I just wanted to say, Vinny is in Colorado. He doesn't need our sympathy. He has medical marijuana.
Yeah, it's William, by the way, but you're absolutely right about
William,
this.
yeah,
It's a
sorry.
great point about this. Yeah, that's possibly another option. Maybe he can go there to get some after the show right now. He's maybe already in direction about that one over there. So,
Okay.
I think so much. Rida, was great to see you. Great participation tonight. I can wait to see Tuesday night for the Montreal Canadiens play Tuesday night. Enjoy
great.
start your Monday already for like me. You are Monday morning with me, right?
It's Monday 1 p.m.
Here we
Okay.
go. An amazing, great night, Mr. Rudolph. Good day,
you.
Mr. Rudolph. It was Rudolph, guys, for the Hockey Nation live show. Great to see him with us tonight. I will go back at what I'm supposed to be. And I'm talking about right now here. Here we go. It was the last question, so we have to delete this one over there. Lake effect, snow is awful about this one over there. And that's conclude, guys, everything we got on the channel tonight. Hopefully you enjoy it. It was a great participation for everybody. It was a great time, a great show, coach. Good night, congratulations, the winner. Don't forget, guys, what we have in the program. Randy Walkman, if you're on the chat right now, it's not Wednesday night, it's Thursday night, the roundtable. Randy Walkman, if you want to join us, that'd be great. Not Wednesday night, Thursday night, Randy. You just have to email me back or confirm in the chat. Say yes, not a problem. Guys, we have a great show tonight. We have a great fun all together. I think we have a good contest. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock p.m., we do the warm-up show within our top 10 game on the program. Don't forget to miss my app daily news. And then finally, of course, we're going to have the Turkey Awards Thursday night, 9 o'clock p.m. We're going to rewards the one team and one player or Turkey Awards, second edition of the Hockey Nation live show. We have play-by-play every game, every night this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, not Thursday, and then Friday. Until the next time, my friend, we wish you an amazing, great night. And of course, we want to remind you one more thing.
What if I open my soul? Here I stand by myself on my own. What if I lose all control?
Yes, you have greatness inside of you, and hopefully you are going to be ready for the week number 3 in November. Until then, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day, find a way to dominate the second half or what? Yes, 2022. Have an amazing, blessed night, everybody. Sweet dream and we love you, people. Good night, everybody. tonight. And after that, Vinny, Danny, William Snyder, good job, buddy. Rudolph, we have Chicago. Thanks so much. Randy Watman, Thursday night. Thanks, awesome, Randy. You ready? Look up on Sunday night. Yeah. Yes, always a pleasure. Good night, King. Glad to see you, buddy. Thanks so much. Real deal. Glad to see you, Adam Berger. Really, you doing well, Adam. Pierre Martin, always a pleasure, my friend, to have you aboard. Chicago Nick, hopefully you're doing well. Real deal, no deal. But most important, we have the real deal in the house. Nicolas de Bourbon, RJ, TH. Great participation again tonight, guys. It was a great time tonight. We have to appreciate everybody. And then another one, Jose Duarte, Aldo Moderator, Luciano Graziano, Mr. 801. Thanks to be with us tonight. And then if I forgot your name, guys, I apologize. But Timothy Quinn, he was with us tonight. Timothy Quinn. Anybody else? I'll try to get there.